Okay, level 50. Looking the part for level 45 quest. In case this is a new episode, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Back here at Curious Gorge for the Warrior quest. Welcome again, my friend. I was wondering when your travels would bring you back this way. It just so happens that I have some exciting news. I have finally uncovered the clues pertaining to the whereabouts of the lost armor of my ancestors. As it turns out, after the fallen hero cast the 5 pieces from the mountaintop, 5 of his pupils set out to recover them, intending to restore their master's name. What is more, they were actually successful in this search. However, when it came to reuniting the set, the armor's great power began to work upon their minds, and not one could bring himself to relinquish his piece. Realizing then that their master's fatal pride was born of the artifact's combined influence, the pupils resolved to keep the pieces separate and to share between 5 the power that might otherwise have consumed one. Thus that each of them carve his own place in history. The chronicles go on to say that years later, prior to death, each of the pupils returned to the scene of his own greatest victories and buried the artifact in his possession in a final attempt to prevent any one warrior from holding the set. And it is there that the pieces still rest. You may be interested to know that the armor I wear is itself a replica of a set crafted by my ancestors. Identical in all respects, save for its lack of the arcane enchantments that adorned the original. I know that what you might be thinking. If we were to bring the 5 pieces together once more, what would prevent us from being corrupted in the same fashion? Well, I thought of that. What we need only do is trace the runes we find on the armor onto every piece of warrior gear. That way, there would be no need to worry about a single proud fool becoming drunk on his all-surpassing power, as every warrior in the realm would be possessed of the self-same might. It's quite brilliant if I do say so myself. So how about we split up and begin the search straight away? 3 of the locations seem quite self-evident. I would entrust the search there to you while I'll track down the other 2 with tome in hand. One piece is said to be buried under the great rocks of Boulder Stone in Curvers, while another slumbers peacefully at Camp Tranquil in the South Shroud. The last of the 3 rests untouched at Parata's Peace in Western Fennerland. Unearth those 3 relics and bring them to me. With any measure of fortune, I'll have tracked down the remaining 2 by the time of your return. Okay. Very similar, but okay. Jackboots and where are they? Here. Then Camp Tranquil. Marlborough? No, Salamander, okay. Not what I would have expected here. because I win. Gauntlets. Oh, leave me in peace, mud puppy. So where is this? It's coming, okay. Stupid mobs. Riches. And return to Curious Gorge. How far is your search, Serenia? Have you found aught of my tribe's ancient relics? Should you have a few pieces of armor, don them and show them to me. Already do. Ah, that you found the gear is most gratifying. But what I would truly fancy would be to see you in it. Wait, stand still for a moment. The armor so becomes you that I could not tell you had it on at first glance. But now I can have no doubt. I sense the power of the runes inscribed on each piece, resonating with your soul crystal. This is the long-lost armor of a warrior. I too have found one of the relics, but I have run into an unexpected rub. When I donned the piece, I felt nothing, as if a lost treasure were no different from an unadorned replica's already in my possession. Whether the power has been lost to it, or must be awakened by means yet unknown to me, this I cannot say. The ancient texts still hold many mysteries beyond my ability to decipher. But before I forget, I should mention to you that I did indeed track down another piece before I was waylaid by this current conundrum. You should find it sealed away in Red Mantis Falls. And the helmet for this. Okay. Can I... What? Whoa. Pretty cool, but... At least the helmet was pretty cool, but I... don't think it fits the Renier, let's just say that. By the way, my Moogle axe. that's still lying around for this job? I see your search was a fruitful one. I'm pleased to say I have also gleaned some insight into why the armor found seemed devoid of power. As I alluded to, the ancient warrior's armor derives its power from a concordance between the incantations engraved in the steel itself and the inner beast of a wearer. But my own resonance with the plating was too weak as to allow a proper connection with it. And now I think I know why. My soul crystal. It once burned bright like yours, but since the event at Vineport, it has been reduced to a lifeless husk. Why this happened I cannot say, but the tome is quite clear about what would happen where the power of the armor would be bestowed upon those soul is weak. The inner beast would devour the mind of the wearer, would go on a mindless rampage that would only end with the mercy of death. Yes, not unlike the crazed fiends we battle. I believe that the armor sensed my weakened state, foresaw the potential danger, and then knowingly shut off its power to me, and I dare say we are fortunate that it did. I feel as though an apology is in order at this juncture. I must tell you, I left this final piece of armor where I found it. The breastplate, as the piece closest to a warrior's heart, has powers far greater and more dangerous than the other pieces. Uncertain as I was to a reason for my being unable to connect with the plate's mystical energies, I feared to take it would mean imperiling both myself and those around me. Your soul may burn stronger than mine, yet still I worry for your fate were you to put it on. Look deep within yourself, Serenium. When you feel yourself ready, and only then, come, speak to me again. I am ready. You would truly seek the ultimate relic of my people? The armor that could consume the very soul of a most puissant warrior? Very well. If you are truly convinced of your readiness, I will not be the one to stand in your way. But I beg of you, Serenia. The moment you feel yourself losing control and your inner beast overcoming you, cast the armor aside. Cast it from the highest mountains or into the depth of the oceans. I care not. But once the beast consumes your soul, there is no going back. You will rage on, a monster, leaving naught but carnage in your wake. The realm will bleed and history will repeat itself. I cannot allow this to happen. No, my people have been shunned long enough. I would see the coming of a new age in which warriors protect the weak and are loved and admired by the people of the realm. My years of battle and sleepless nights spent poring over the ancient texts, all has been for this day. Brother, I know not where fate has led you, and yet I feel certain that, in spirit, you stand with me today. Together we will restore the honor of our people. You must forgive me my sentiments, Serenia. As I said, this has been a long time coming. The breastplate you seek is in the highlands of Corvus, at the spring they call the Weeping Saint. I will stay behind. The events at Vineport still weigh heavy on my heart. Over in the far northeastern corner. I thought you wanted to go away, stay away. Hand over the breastplate, Serenia. After much wrestling with the fort, I simply cannot entrust such a relic to an outsider who may be overwhelmed by its power. I return now to Hidden Falls. If you would have words with me, then come. I will not run away. That was weird. The warriors of ages past have sensed your resolve. Serenia, I am sorry. I did not mean for things to happen like this, but I had no choice. I have rested long and hard with the matter, but this is my decision. I cannot trust you with this power when I do not even trust myself. That's right. I won't attempt to don the plate again either. Nor will anyone. Not until I have proof that there is one with the will strong enough to withstand the beast's siren call. Peer deep within your soul, Serenia. Peer into the eyes of a beast that stares back at you. Can you truly say that you can engage the monster in battle and emerge victorious? I shall return to the tome. If there are any answers to be found, they lie within those pages. In the meantime, continue your training that you might find an answer of your own. You learn Steel Cyclone. It's already here because I unlocked it during the Palace of the Dead. The roguelike dungeon. Serenia, there's much we must discuss, but now is not the time. You surely recall my mention of a hunt for the bloodthirsty creature terrorizing the small fort? I just received word that self-same monster has been sighted near Wineport. What's more, according to those who managed to escape the carnage, the creature appeared more man than beast. If this is true, then our quarry could be far more dangerous than any wild animal. We must find a way to stop it. I must find a way. This is my chance to prove to the people of Wineport, nay, the world, that my tribe and my art have been wrongly judged. Perhaps then my ancestors will deem me worthy. I think even my brother would too. There's no time to lose. We must arrive in the hamlet before any of the villagers fall prey to the beast. Let us leave at once. Thank the gods for your presence. Wineport is in your debt once more. Fell creatures bear down upon our village in hordes, as if drawn by that great hairy beast. We must stop them. Serenia, you fend off these creatures. I will see to the beast. This is my battle to fight. Okay. Everyone all right? It's the monster! It's a beast! Run for your lives! Stop. These people are not your enemy. The enemy lies within. You are stronger than this. Take control of a beast. Do not let it consume you. Brother. Look what you're doing. You're destroying all that I worked to restore. The fate of our people rests in our hands, brother. Your weakness would cost us everything. I cannot let this happen. I will not. Our ancestors have chosen me to lead our people to glory, and no one shall stop me. No one. No one. No one. It was I who unlocked the secrets of the Chronicles. I who trained you in their ways. I who uncovered the locations of the legendary artifacts. I who defeated my tribe's greatest warrior. I am the master now. I am the master. Return to me what's rightfully mine. Give me the armor. Or I shall tear it from your bloody corpse. Oh, curious Gorge. This is why it refused you. Your strength is no match for mine. I am the true warrior. Ah! The beast rages within me. I can fight it no longer. In a few rages it manifests before your eyes. Come. Serenia, you must stop me! I have failed. I failed you. I failed my people. I failed my ancestors. And I failed my own kin. I found out long ago what had become of my brother, but did everything I could to deny it. I thought that if only I could prove myself stronger than he, the people would see his madness as the product of a weak mind, that they would believe the problem lay in him, not in our tribe. Yet all the while, my own soul was growing weaker and weaker. The inner beast had taken hold, and it would not let go. It drove me, as it drove my ancestors, the keeper of the armor, and my brother. Our tribe had lost sight of who we were. In seeking ever more strength, we allowed ourselves to fall victim to that which we had long scorned in others as weakness. Instead of learning to harden our wills with resolve, we steeled them with anger, and therein lay our folly. Like a bonfire, anger burns hot and bright, but when the fuel that feeds it is spent, all that remains is ash. By accepting anger as our guide, we left our wills at the mercy of the inner beast. But not you. Your will is more akin to the lava which courses through the mountains of my homeland. It burns as strong, nay, stronger than any bonfire, and when it cools, it becomes hard and firm, unbreakable. This quality allows you to keep your inner beast at bay. My people were once as you are now, Zerenia, and I believe that is why my ancestors chose to speak to you. They sensed true strength within you, such strength as could rightly represent our people and our art. Had I but realized that myself, none of this need have happened. Well, what's done is done. If I'm to have any hope of restoring my people's name, I must start over from the beginning. And this time, I mustn't try to do it alone. It may take time, but together my brother and I will restore our village to its former glory. And when we have, I shall remember Zerenia, my friend and fellow warrior, and how she saved me from myself, that my dream might become reality. The warriors of ages past have borne witness to your bond with Curious Scourge. Wineport is in your debt once more, Zerenia. And what is more, we have seen the truth with our own eyes. Pray tell Curious Scourge as much, and that we will be relying on him for his protection. He's a true warrior, and our humble hamlet would be lost without his strength. And back to Curious Scourge. Welcome back, Zerenia. Despite all that transpired, the captain at Wineport would entrust his village's defenses to me. I know not what to say. It has been a long road, but thanks to you, I have rediscovered what I lost so many years ago. I will see to my brother's wounds, and once he is well, we will embark on the path of a warrior again, engraving the lessons we have learned in our souls, never to be forgotten. Curiously, the moment I did avow this to myself, my soul crystal began to shimmer anew. I see yours too grow stronger than ever. It would seem my ancestors have once more bestowed their knowledge upon you. This power, why, this is a power I've only read about in the tomes. Nay, a power entirely beyond my comprehension. To think that I once doubted your resolve. No, you have truly conquered your inner beast and become a truer warrior than I could ever hope to be. Know that you stand before me the equal of my tribe's greatest heroes. Ever steal your resolve, Zerenia, and go forth into the realm and protect those who need your strength. With you representing us, the redemption of my people, the new era I seek, is surely close at hand. It's a pretty boring ability actually, but I guess when I need to press through the damage, it can be useful. Just getting a bit of Beast Gorge, and that is the warrior quest for a Realm Reborn. All done that already. And when I'm ready to continue the quest line, speak to Curious Gorge again. I am the warrior! But not today. Long enough. Yeah, this is it for the warrior quest in Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. So, next time, we will deal with something else. Until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost. And if you liked it, please give a like, or even a subscription. Thank you.